Looking good. Notice what Joshua said. He said, but as far as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Listen, he said, as far as for me and my house, he was speaking for his house. But my question is to you, my subject to you, who can speak for your house? Who can speak for your house? Joshua made it known that you can serve any God you want to serve. But as for me and my house, you got to have a made up heart, made up mind. Amen, to serve God. And he gives Israel a choice. Joshua had been a mighty good soldier. Amen, but from all evidence, he was a good father. And because he makes known that he said, I don't care what you all going to do, but me and my house, and we will serve the Lord. A dad, instead of saying father, a dad is a person who is loving and kind. How many dads we have in here that is loving and kind? And they have children in here that can say, yeah, my dad is loving and kind. Y'all get me? A dad is a person who is loving and kind. And often he knows what you have on your mind. Now y'all get that? David is bowing his head to me now. I said, and he often knows what you have on your mind. That you can't. They think I can read their mind, Brother Clown. My children think I can read their mind. But if you are a father, just like a mother knows her children. Amen. She knows the different cries that comes out of her child's mouth. So likewise, a dad don't know his children. Hello, y'all. Come on now. Dad, your mother may not say nothing this morning, but Dad, you ought to say something. Yeah, just as a mother knows her child, when you have a real good father, when you have a real good dad, he knows his children. And he is someone who listens and suggests and defends. I say he listens to your problem. And he also gives suggestions to your problem. Yes, I know, David, you're bowing your head. You're saying amen. He gives suggestions concerning your problem, and he also defends a dad. Amen. He's not only give suggestions, but he'll defend you. How many of y'all know that? I'm talking about a good dad. He looks out for his children. A dad can be your very best friend. How many of y'all know your dad can be a good friend? Or do you have a dad that is your good friend? Amen. Nobody could get no closer to me than my dad. Hello, somebody. I'm talking about my daddy now. Amen. And he taught me many things. How to deal with humanity. Amen. And he said, never talk about anybody. If you can't say something good about someone, don't say anything at all. And then he said, don't just talk. Say whatever you say, mean what you say and say what you mean. He gives good instruction, a good dad does. Amen. Maybe y'all don't know where I'm coming from. I said a dad can be your very best friend. He's proud of your triumph. When you win a victory over something, he's happy. Amen. But when things go wrong, amen, a dad can be patient, amen, and helpful and strong. When things go wrong with a child, sometimes a child gets torn all to pieces. But you got to have somebody there that is strong. Reverend Booker said, am I making sense, y'all? So a dad he can have patience And when you have things going wrong in your life, and he can also be helpful. And not only that, but he got to show for some strength. Not for himself, but for his child. And not only that, but all that you do, a dad loves, and he's a part of whatever the child is doing. A good dad. It is said that our Father toils with hand and heart. He makes our lives complete. A dad does. They quietly brave the winter cold. Amen. A dad have to get up when it's cold. When the mother and children's in the bed, he just can't lay there. He got to get up. I don't care how cold it is. It may be raining, it may be snowing, but my dad used to tell us, boy, get up out of that bed. The time gonna come when you're gonna have to go when you don't feel like going. And that he was talking about a time when you have responsibility. Amen. You don't want to go, but then you're responsible. You got a light bill to be paid. You got a house note to be paid. You got rent to be paid. So you're gonna have to get up. Amen. Amen. It doesn't matter how rainy it may be, how much rain it may be going on, and how cold it is, but you got to get up. I remember when Hurricane Carla was on. Y'all, how many of y'all remember that? And I was paying my little house note and car note, and the storm was on. And I got up and getting ready to go to work. And they called me and said, Rev, you don't have to come to work, storm is on. Because they knew that I was coming to work. Why? Because I wanted a payday. Amen. I had a wife and children, and they had to be fed. They wasn't going to pay me if I stayed home. So they had to call me and tell me to stay at home, even in the midst of a storm. Maybe y'all don't get it. I tell Father, he toiled with his hand and his heart to make our lives complete. He want to make it convenient for you. Even when you don't realize that you need convenience, he makes it convenient for you. I'm talking about a good Father. And he also endured the summer heat. I said he endured the summer heat, and y'all have to excuse me, but Patrick's laughing up there because he's on the outside now. He waits on the outside, and his dad is hot out here. But he recognized that he have a wife and children, amen, to support. So he have to weather the heat. He had to go through the heat, no matter not how hot it is, he got to still stay there on the job. He can't get off and say, I got to go home, it's too hot out here. But he has to stay on the job and complete the job regardless of how hot it may be. A father lives are busy, but there are ways. But even their ways and time, they have time. Even in the midst of all this, he have time. A father have time for his children. Even though he may be going through some bodily experience, he has some ups and some downs, but he still have to go through for his children. A good father. Our fathers, they can be great dads. Am I right about it? Yeah, one that loves his children, even in the midst of storm and in the midst of rain. A father have to go through the storm and rain on the behalf of his family. Now Joshua, amen, who was a leader for the Israelites. He had been on a journey for a mighty long time. He had followed Moses all the way from the land of Egypt, amen, down to the border of the Canaan land. When he got on the border of Canaan, God called Joshua and said, Joshua, I want you to rise and go over this Jordan, thou and all of this people. For Moses, my servant, is dead. And I want you to go over and take this people And Joshua said, but I want you to be strong, be bold, and very courageous. The reason why Joshua could make this statement in the 24th chapter, because he knew he had been faithful unto the Lord, and that he had stood up for what is right in the sight of the Lord.